Welcome to Sri Chakrada Education. In this complete guide, you will learn everything about IGNOU previous year question papers, what they are, where to download them free from official sources, whether IGNOU really gives solved answers, and exactly how to use them to score more in your term-end exam. Let us start with the direct answer. IGNOU previous year question papers are the actual term-end exam papers from past June and December sessions. You can download them free from the official IGNOU question paper portal and from eGyanKosh, IGNOU's own digital library. But here's the part most students get wrong. IGNOU itself gives only the question papers, not the solved answers. The word solved always comes from outside experts, so it must be verified. Do not worry. We will cover the free official sources, the solved versus unsolved truth, how to find your paper by course code, and a smart study method that top scorers actually use. Here is what this video covers, step by step. What these papers are and why they matter. The solved versus unsolved truth, every free official source, how to download by course code, how many years to collect, the exam pattern in brief, the smart way to use past papers, whether questions repeat, and the mistakes to avoid. So what exactly is an IGNOU previous year question paper? It is the exam paper that IGNOU set for a particular course in an earlier term-end examination. IGNOU holds its term-end exams, or TEE, twice every year, once in June and once in December. Every session, a fresh paper is set for each course code. Once that session ends, the paper becomes a previous year paper, and IGNOU archives it for students to study. Think of it as a preview of your real exam. The same course, the same pattern, the same style of questions, only from an earlier session. That is why past papers are the single most reliable way to understand what your exam will actually look like. Here are the essentials at a glance. Exams are held twice a year in June and December. Most theory papers run for 3 hours, and the papers are completely free to download from official sources. No login, no payment, no hidden charge for the official question papers themselves. Now the most important part of this whole video, the difference between solved and unsolved papers. Get this right and you will never be confused or misled again. Here is the simple truth. IGNOU officially provides only the unsolved question papers. That means the questions exactly as they appeared in the exam, with no answers attached. IGNOU does not release an official answer key, and it does not publish an official solved paper for the term-end exam. So where do solved papers come from? Solved question papers are prepared by third-party subject experts, coaching platforms and publishers who write model answers to the past questions. They can be genuinely useful for learning how to structure an answer. But because they are not from IGNOU, the quality varies and some contain errors. So follow this rule. Use official unsolved papers to know the exact questions and pattern. Use a solved paper only as a reference for answer style. And always cross-check every answer against your official IGNOU study material before you trust it. Never memorize a solved answer blindly. Now, where do you download the official papers for free? There are 2 official sources and both are free. The first is the official IGNOU question paper portal. Open the IGNOU website, ignou.ac.in. Go to the student zone, then downloads, then question papers. There you will find the previous year question papers arranged by session. One useful detail. IGNOU has split its archive into 2 links, papers before December 2024 and papers from December 2024 onward. So if you cannot find a recent paper in one link, check the other. Both are official. The second official source is eGyanKosh. eGyanKosh is IGNOU's own digital repository of study material and question papers. There you can search by your course code and download past papers in PDF. For older or less common courses, eGyanKosh often has papers that the main portal does not. To recap the sources: the official question paper portal for the latest sessions, and eGyanKosh for the wider archive. Both official, both free, both organized by course code and session. Let us now find your exact paper by course code. This is the step that saves you the most time. Follow these steps. 1. Keep your course code ready. For example, MCO1 or BCOC131 or ECO2. It is printed in your study material and on your assignment. 2. Open the official question paper portal or eGyanKosh. 3. Choose the exam session you want, June or December, and the year. 4. Select your program such as BAG, BComG, or MBA. 5. Find your course code in the list. 6. Click it to open the PDF. 7. Save it to your device and rename the file with the course code and session so it is easy to find later. 8. Repeat for every course and every session you need. One important tip: always match the course code exactly. IGNOU updates its syllabus from time to time, and an old code may cover slightly different units. So check that the paper's course code matches the one printed in your current study material. A quick language note. For many programs, especially in arts, commerce, and social sciences, the question papers are printed in both Hindi and English on the same paper, so whichever medium you study in, the past paper will usually work for you. Now, how many years of papers should you actually collect? The honest answer is 3 to 5 years. That is roughly 6 exam sessions. Why not just one? Because one paper only shows you the structure. 3 to 5 papers reveal the pattern, which topics come again and again, and which appear only once. That repetition is exactly what tells you where to focus. And should you study both the June and the December papers? Yes. The exam setters rotate topics across the 2 sessions, so a topic that is missing from June may appear in December. Collecting both sessions of each year gives you the fullest picture of your course. Before you start solving, spend 2 minutes understanding the paper pattern. It makes everything else easier. Here is the general term-end pattern. Most theory courses carry 70 marks for the exam and 30 marks for the assignment, making 100 in total. The written exam is usually 3 hours long. The paper is often split into sections: short answer questions, long descriptive questions, and sometimes a case study or a numerical section in applied subjects like MBA or MCom. 2 features matter most. First, internal choice. A paper may list 5 long questions and ask you to attempt any 3, or list 8 and ask for any 5, so you never have to answer everything. You pick your strongest questions. Second, there is no negative marking in the term-end exam, so never leave a question you can partly attempt. Remember, the exact structure varies by course. That is one more reason to open 2 or 3 of your own past papers. They show you your subject's real pattern far better than any general rule. Now the heart of this video: how to actually use past papers to score more. Do not just read them, work them. Here is the smart 6-step method. 1. Collect 3 to 5 years of papers for each course. 2. Read every paper and note which topics appear. 3. Build a simple frequency table. Topics down the side, sessions across the top, and a tick wherever a topic appears. 4. Any topic that shows up in 3 or more sessions out of 5 is a high priority topic. Study it deeply first. 5. Open your study material blocks for those topics and make notes in your own words. 6. Finally, attempt 1 full paper as a timed mock. 3 hours, no phone, no notes. Let me explain the frequency table because it is the real secret. When you lay 5 papers side by side, patterns jump out. You will see the same 3 or 4 topics returning every session. Those recurring topics are what IGNOU considers essential for the course, and they are where your study hours give the highest return. And the timed mock is what turns knowledge into marks. It trains your writing speed, teaches you to manage 3 hours, and removes the shock of exam pressure. After the mock, check your answers against your study material and mark your weak areas. A question every student asks: do IGNOU questions actually repeat? Yes, they do. IGNOU frequently repeats questions across sessions, sometimes word for word, more often reworded or asked from a slightly different angle. The core concepts of a course are limited, so the important ones return again and again. But do not misread this. Repetition does not mean you should study only the repeated questions. IGNOU also adds new questions every session, so the winning strategy is simple. Master the high-frequency topics first, then cover the rest of the syllabus for safety. Now, a few mistakes that quietly cost students marks. 1. Relying on old papers alone and skipping the study material. 2. Only reading papers, never writing full answers. 3. Downloading solved papers from random, unverified websites. 4. Ignoring new topics that were recently added to the syllabus. 5. Using the wrong course code so the paper does not match your units. And 6. Neglecting assignments which still carry 30% of your marks. Avoid those 6, and your past paper practice becomes genuinely powerful. So, are previous year papers enough on their own? Honestly, no. And any source that promises a guaranteed pass from papers alone is misleading you. Past papers are the best guide to the pattern and the important topics, but they are not a substitute for your study material. Combine 3 things: the official study blocks, your assignments, and past papers, and you cover both understanding and exam practice. Are solved papers worth it then? For many students, yes, especially first-timers who are unsure how to frame an answer. A good solved paper shows you the expected length, structure, and depth of an answer. Just treat it as a model, not as a final answer to memorize. And is it safe to use them? It is completely safe as long as you write your exam in your own words. The papers are only for practice and revision. The answers you write in the hall must be your own. That is the one rule that keeps you on the right side of IGNOU's guidelines. Let us close with quick answers to the questions students ask most. Does IGNOU provide solved question papers? No. IGNOU provides only the unsolved papers. Solved versions come from third-party experts and must be verified. Where can I download them free? From the official IGNOU question paper portal, and from eGyanKosh, both free and official. How many years should I practice? 3 to 5 years, roughly 6 sessions, covering both June and December. Do the questions repeat? Yes, often. Repeated or reworded, especially the core topics. Are the papers in Hindi and English? For many programs, yes. Both mediums are printed on the same paper. Are solved papers enough to pass? No. Use them with your study material and assignments, not instead of them. Let us quickly recap the essentials. IGNOU previous year question papers are past term end papers, free from the official portal and eGyanKosh. IGNOU gives only unsolved papers. Solved versions are third-party and must be verified. Collect 3 to 5 years, build a topic frequency table, and practice with timed mocks. Questions often repeat, so master the high-frequency topics first, and always write your final answers in your own words. If you would like ready, organized help, course-wise previous year papers, solved reference papers, help books, guest papers, and solved assignments, visit ignouproject.com or message our team on WhatsApp. The number is in the description. This guidance comes from Sri Chakrada Education, founded by B.K. Sahni, who has been guiding IGNOU students since 2010 and has supported over 5 lakh learners. Our aim is simple: accurate, official information, first guidance you can trust. Always confirm the latest links and rules on the official IGNOU website and the Samarth portal, because portals and sessions change. If this guide helped you, please subscribe to Sri Chakrada Education for clear step-by-step IGNOU support. And check the linked videos on the solved assignment, the exam result and the grade card. Thank you for watching and all the best with your exams.